Okay, so this is what they look like. Artevive earplugs, motorcycle earplugs. Take a look. We're gonna test them out on our ride today, on our commute, my commute to work. I'll let you guys know how they sound, and if they're worth buying. I'm gonna adjust the music because what I want is to really see how this audio is. Okay. So now that I got it turned all the way up on my phone, we should be able to. Oh yeah, I can hear that very well. Look at all this construction here. Never know. All right, people. So let's talk about it. The Artevive earplugs. Let's talk about it, guys. All right. Ready, boys and girls? Artevive earplugs. So far, I can hear my music pretty well. So I think that's pretty good. Wind noise, I'm not hearing a lot of wind noise. I think that's pretty good. Sometimes when you wear earplugs, you can't really ascertain between wind noise and engine noise. But so far, music is good. It's nice and clear. I can still hear my bike, and I'm not hearing a lot of wind noise. So the wind noise, I will say,
That is pretty good. I'm not hearing a lot of wind noise. However, can I hear like my music to where it's like blasted on 10? Not really. So that aspect, I think, you know, there could be some false advertisement there. Yes, I can still hear pretty good, but to say I can hear my music on 10 and then, you know, I can hear like very, very clear. I mean, you're going to have some muffled hearing, especially with earplugs in. It's just going to happen. It could be that, you know, I just showered and, you know, maybe I have water in my ears, but we'll see as we continue the ride here. Otherwise, I feel like it's pretty good. You know, it only costed $20. So that I can't really complain with. Beautiful day out today. You know, yeah. We'll see if someone honks here, if I can hear them clearly or not. But like I said, yeah, so far, hear pretty good. I still do hear a little bit of wind though. I will say that much. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You're gonna hear wind. You're on a motorcycle. You know. I do wish that this motorcycle had longer gear range, because I feel like gears 1 and 2 are really short. That's really the only gripe I have with this motorcycle. 1 and 2, pretty short. Everything else, perfect. Can't complain. But 1 and 2, Triumph. Let's fix that. Right now, I'm also listening to Hotline Bling by Drake. And yeah, I can hear it pretty good. Yep, so far, still hear pretty good. I'll turn my music up a little bit, but yeah. Let's talk about other earplugs too. So I know that other earplugs, again, you'll hear muffled noises, you'll hear a lot of wind noise. But I feel like right now, the noise that I'm hearing is mainly from the wind hitting my face. Not necessarily from, poor quality. So I think that's good. You gotta be careful here. Can I hear the cars revving and speeding up, accelerating? Yep. Can I hear people, switch lanes and rev out their trucks or their cars? Yes. Like this Lexus over here. Can I hear when I accelerate? Yep. still hearing the music blasting. You know? Yeah. Comfort-wise, I think these are very comfortable. Sometimes you wear earplugs, especially the ones that kind of connect to headphones, those little rubber ones. You know, depends on the size you get, but they can be very uncomfortable. So far, these are pretty good. Yeah, I can't really complain with these ones. So far, they're nice. Do I feel like, you know, they're not there? I mean, I can tell that they're there, but the ads advertise that it's like you almost don't even have them on. Well, again, I know that they're there, but they are comfortable. Comfort level, I would probably rate it probably 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Just because, you know, it's the first time I've used them, and, you know, I don't want to be too biased, but I do think that they're good quality for the price. Oh yeah, we got them blown around here today. Thankfully, we're not on this road too long. But yeah, I'm still hearing a lot of wind noise. That's to be expected, though. With any motorcycle, you're still gonna hear some wind noise. You know, that's just how it is. Do I hear more wind noise compared to the other cheap Amazon ones that I bought? Probably not. These are probably better. You gotta learn how to finesse. Eventually I'll get gas later today. Man, there's a lot of construction here. But yeah, I think I can hear my voice pretty well. I can hear the construction pretty well. I mean, I'm aware that they're there. Was it affecting how I listen to music? No. Could still hear my voice, could still hear the music. Yeah. So with all this, you know, all these things considered, yeah, I feel like I feel like these aren't too bad. Would I recommend them? Yeah, I'd recommend them. I think they're a solid purchase for the price. I think you get your money's worth. All things considering. Would I recommend buying it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. I think they're comfortable enough for longer touring rides. You know, they're comfortable for obviously commuting to work. Comfortable for, you know, if you want to mess around the neighborhood. Would I recommend wearing these without a helmet? I don't know. I feel like you might get a lot of wind noise. They might fall off. They feel pretty secure and snug, but you never know with these earbuds nowadays. But for the price, oh, what's that cop doing? Oh yeah, he's about to get that guy. That's not good. Make sure another one's not coming here. Uh-oh. That was kind of a wild turn. Let's see if he's gonna put his lights on. Man, he is just whipping around here, huh? Okay, buddy. He just likes doing 360s. But yeah, Artevive headphones, they're solid. I think if you buy them, you're not going to waste your money. I think they're for the price, $20. Yeah, I think they're worth it. I'd say get them. Why not? Do I think they're the best on the market? I don't know. We'll have to see if there's other, you know, earplug brands that gear and kind of, you know, gear towards motorcyclists and motorcycle riding. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, I feel like it's doing pretty good for the price. And, you know, I think it's good quality. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you. Till next time, we'll see you on the next ride. Again, Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos, more content. Yeah, we'll see you guys later.